Hello everyone, this is H the Husky Husky, and I just do my intro by habit every single time, but this is going to be game number 3. The map, as you can see, is going to be Terminus, and yeah, that's the map here where you have a little thing at your ramp so you can't get walled in. Third base right here, easily defendable by a single choke, and this tends to be a macro style map, especially since both players are spawning at very far distances, as far away as you can get. And these, I would say, are the most balanced spawn locations, because once both players start expanding, it just moves out and over, and then the opponent expanding is the opposite way. Unlike if one person started right here, they're expanding towards their opponent. That's just, you know, kind of how this map is designed. And is one cool thing about the Korean maps is you need to know different builds for different spawn locations and different maps, as well as different matchups and just everything like that. Makes it a very interesting game, and I do not envy the players, but since they are spawning this far apart, that is not going to play a huge role. Now, currently, KawaiiRice is down 2-0, man, so if he ends up losing this game, I mean, no pressure or anything, but you're going to lose the series and will have to work your way all the way through the qualifiers once again, which is not a good situation for anyone to be in. So KawaiiRice sweating in his boots a little bit. I guess shaking in the boots is the correct term here. But this is a must-win for him. And Gatored, he has 3 games to just have to take 1 game. So that is a nice, comfy position for him to be in. I mean, obviously the chances of him winning this series greatly increased, especially after the performances we've seen. He's really had good game sense in these games. I've just got to hand to him. There's a lot of subtle stuff he's doing. That force field placement of the last game absolutely ended up winning it for him, and the fact that he cut Colossus after 2 and then just worked on upgrades in High Templar is what won him game number 1. So we'll see if he has the crazy game sense, crazy spider senses that we've seen so far in this series. I have no doubt that he will, but it does look like this probe will get up here. But there is a Marine waiting, and I can almost guarantee you the Marine is not going to be... Look how angry he is. This is the face he's going to make as soon as he sees that probe. And just going to start killing that probe off. Don't know if the probe's going to escape. Looks like he will escape. Oh, God, I thought this was another Marine out of nowhere. But it is the Automaton 2000. And those things always scare me when I'm playing. I just tend to kill them, because they will make me think that I'm under attack when really I'm not. It does look like we have a factory from KawaiiRice. It is going to be inside of his main base. It is not proxied or anything with this SCV, and we'll see if this SCV does anything sneaky. However, by the time he gets down here, there should be a Stalker. Not sure if the SCV is going to make it there or not. That's going to be dangerously close. Looks like with the Chrono Boost on the Stalker, he will be able to hold it off. Maybe. I honestly don't know if this SCV is going to make it up this ramp or not. The Zealot is patrolling. We'll slice and dice the SCV once, but that is not going to be enough to prevent the SCV from getting in here and seeing exactly what's going on. And you may be wondering, well, this SCV is not seeing very much. But that is false, because number 1, it's delaying the tech at the Protoss. And also the Protoss, you can see, sitting on about 200 minerals. So he's either hoping to get a robotics or an expansion. He does have a hidden pylon over here, though, so he could throw something down there if he wants. And he does want to. What is it going to be? Is it going to be gateways? Well, yes it is. I was going to say robotics, but then the gateway magically appeared in front of me. So he does have a 2nd and 3rd gateway on the way. And oh no, it is going to be a Hellion, Blue Flame Hellion drop from KawaiiRice. On this map, you tend to not see this style of play simply because the map is so large. It takes so long to fly those units and run those units over there. And I don't know. Gatored's only going to have gateway units, so it's going to come down to how many Stalkers he gets and if he is out of position or not in order to deal with this. Now, oh, what are you doing? Hiding a 4th gateway. I was going to say, he's doing something peculiar, and a 4-gate on a map like this is definitely peculiar. Like I was saying, players tend to macro up. But right now, KawaiiRice is not taking any chances, as he didn't scout anything in the main base. Does have a bunker now in position to deal with this. And this game is very unorthodox, I would just like to say, in that both the builds that these players are going tend to not be the style of play that you see on this map. And Gatored taking a ginormous risk here, because number 1, he's giving up any sort of defense inside of his main base. And number 2, he's giving up any sort of detection. So if KawaiiRice can somehow sneak his, I'm assuming, medevac over there, he does have a tech lab on the way. I'm guessing that's just because, oh no, the medevac's right there. I'm so blind. I'm all staring at his tech lab like, what are you doing, KawaiiRice? Was trying to find a rhyme and a reason for it. The medevac is ready to go. SCV scouting out here did he see the pylon? No, he doesn't, but he did see quite a few units chilling by this watchtower, and he saw those 3 sentries. So KawaiiRice quickly realizing, hey, if I get some defense up, you can see a bunker being set up here after scouting that, showing you his reactions are perfect. He knows exactly what's headed his way. That is a lot of units. He doesn't know if there's a 4th gateway, though. Probably is realizing there's at least 3 gateways, and that means once this dropship arrives, also known as a medevac, it will unload its fury. Can Gatored break this, though, especially with a second bunker going to be completed here any moment? KawaiiRice pulling out the SCVs. He wants to hold on to this bunker as long as he can, but the force fields are going to prevent the SCVs from repairing it. But I don't know if the Protoss player is going to break in here or not. Keeping an eye on that medevac down here. And there's just no more reinforcing units for our Protoss until he warps in 4 Zealots, which I think he needs to get Stalkers here. He seems like he's saving up for an expansion, though. But here come the Blue Flame Hellions, and they are pissed. They just roasted away 1. And look at the cooldown time on this Warp Gate. Probes attempting to engage Blue Flame Hellions. Wonder who's going to win that battle. At the same time, though, the Protoss is going to be able to break down this front entrance. We do have a Banshee on the way, though. A Raven. This is not going to be the most useful unit to have. Nice horses there, trapping those SCVs from even engaging in the battle. The missile turret, or auto turret rather, is going to get taken out. I'm assuming these killed all the probes during that, but that's why I was watching this, because if these units all die, then so do the chance of the Protoss winning this game, and it is going to be just that, a very delayed 4-gate warp rush, 4 warp gate rush, there we go, is going to be held off here quite easily. There's going to be the GG, and you may wonder, why did he GG already? Well, let's look at the probes killed. 25 probes, which there's only 4 left on the map there. So just multitasking there during that drop, able to kill it. I will go back just for a half a second. I promise it won't be that long. I just want to watch all these probes die. So there we go, attempting to chase down these Hellions. They are all going to get taken out right there. And then these probes right here just do not stand a chance. I think they gave up a long time ago. And then just these few remaining up here. Does KawaiiRice go and finally focus it down? I'm assuming so. There we go. Roasty, roasty, roasty. And that is going to be that. That is all she wrote on that game. So KawaiiRice getting a little bit lucky, but his build order definitely an interesting one for this map, and it really paid off. So if he can do that one more time, it is going to be tied up. So let's go ahead and go on to game number 4.